Linda Etuk, a historical fiction writer and an education consultant. I grew up in the 80s in Lagos, Nigeria, in Ajara Estate by the Lagos International Airport Road. My foremost connection with nature was in my mom's wide and open garden. I enjoyed lots of outdoor play as a kid. My mom's garden was an oasis of varied plants, a group of bananas and plantains flanked to the right, and a group of coconuts stood guard to the left. An orange tree grew at the center of this beautiful garden, giving shade to us while we played in our playground, which had swings, a seesaw, and a merry-go-round with 4 seats. I grew up in a large house with extended family. A large house invariably meant many clusters, junks, and food sources, which often led to rodent infestation. To keep the rodents out, my dad traveled to our hometown and got a little kitten. We nurtured her into a full-fledged cat while she got the job done. Our home became rodent-free, and we had the most rewarding relationship ever with our cat. She became the most visible soul in our home. With her sweet nature, she made her way into our hearts and stayed there for over 15 years. She passed shortly after my mom passed. We had several other cats after her. Growing up with pet cats opened my heart to true and unconditional love, which translated into my love for animals generally. This love has fostered a genuine interest in developing plots around wildlife that offers insight into how we can best protect our natural spaces to foster a thriving ecosystem. I developed a lifelong love for nature through hands-on experiences during outdoor play, gardening with my mom, observing incredible birds, creepy crawlies, bugs, and other animals in their natural habitat. I've always found history fascinating. I come from a culture where our heritage is passed down through oral narratives, songs, and folk tales. My mother would gather us around and tell us stories, Igbo folklore, and my dad told us political tales and, of course, the Nigerian Civil War stories. This has driven my passion to preserve the rich African tradition through literature. Our people, without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture, is like a tree without roots. Surprisingly, I do not have a formal daily routine that could be considered my writing process. A lot of my inspiration comes from my passion to correct societal ills against man, animals, and plants alike. I believe that every living being has equal rights to live and find expression. However, to get my creative muse, I love to birdwatch, sit around nature, research, read novels, watch historical movies, and spend time with my husband and our dog. The Talking Kudu is the first part of an amazing series. It is a fascinating story of Ofarimerichi, a young African boy orphaned by the advent of war in his local town. He is lonely until he comes across a peculiar talking antelope kudu, and together they journey into the African savannah, exploring the lands in a thrilling adventure. There is a lot in store for everyone. Presently, I'm working on 2 novels, an adult historical fiction, and the second part of the amazing Adventures of Farimirichis. Both books will be released first quarter of 2023. Follow me on all my social media handles for updates. Our world is what we have in common. So, nurture nature now.